Right now, live at 5, President Trump rallies in Duluth. We're breaking down what to expect ahead of the president's visit. Plus,
we're hearing from Trump supporters as they're getting ready to head into the rally.
Following last night's debate, we're separating the fact from fiction on some of the candidates' boldest statements. Welcome to the CBS3 Live at 5. Here is a live look from the airport ahead of President Trump's arrival later tonight. We'll be hearing from our reporters on the scene in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, area lawmakers are speaking out against the president's campaign stop. Those stories and more on this half hour of Live at 5. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lyanne Valdez. President Donald Trump will be arriving in Duluth in a few hours for a rally. Kristen Bakke will have a preview of what to expect from the Duluth International Airport in just a few minutes. But first, before he comes to Duluth, President Donald Trump is attending a private fundraiser in the Twin Cities area. He landed at the Minneapolis airport within the last hour. He's expected to take off again for Duluth around 7. And while hundreds are expected to be at the rally tonight, others are sharing their voices outside the rally. CBS's Emma Quinn joins us live from near the Duluth airport. Emma, how are things looking out there right now?
So, Lyanne, right now we're at the intersection of Stebner Road and Arrowhead Road, and you can see right now we're at a Donald Trump pro shop where people have been coming and going. As of right now, it's been pretty quiet throughout the day. Down at the deck where we were earlier, there was hundreds of people down there getting on the buses to shuttle up to the airport, and right now the traffic on Arrowhead Road is starting to pick up. The buses have been making their way to take a right onto Stebner Road up to the airport. And so since about 8 o'clock this morning, that's where most of the Donald Trump supporters have been. Right now, we haven't seen any anti-Trump supporters or Joe Biden supporters at the moment. But as of right now, we talked to some Donald Trump supporters earlier today who said they are really excited to have the president back here in the Northland.
I think it just shows, the type of person that he is, honestly, because the Iron Range is an important piece to Minnesota, and we need to have Minnesota turn red. And by him coming up here, I hope to God that happens.
I think it's great because I think he has a good chance of carrying his state. Not Duluth. Not Duluth.
Why do you think that?
Well, Duluth is toast.
And so right now, Lyanne, we're looking at Stebner Road. You can see there's some police lights down there. That's they have the area blocked off, and that's where people, cars are coming through and the buses to get to the airport, to the event. And so, like you had mentioned, Kristen Bakke will be there tonight, and I'll have a full breakdown of what's going on outside the event with the protesters and the pro-Trump rallies coming up tonight. And I'll send it back to you, Lyanne.
All right, thank you, Emma. Before President Trump's visit to Duluth, Minnesota's DFL leaders held a call calling out his administration. Members of the call included Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, Duluth Mayor Emily Larson, and City Councilor Eric Forsman. Along with slamming the Trump administration's COVID-19 response, the main talking point revolved around Tuesday night's chaotic presidential debate. Flanagan says as a Native American woman, she's concerned after President Trump seemingly refused to denounce white supremacists during the debate.
After the debate, I feel less safe. And I know that there are countless Black, Native, people of color, immigrants, and refugees who feel less safe after watching that debate.
Mayor Larson also chimed in after those comments, calling President Trump a, quote, white supremacist who only cares about himself. Several things President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden said during last night's debate were partially untrue or flat out false. From the White House, Paula Reed offers a fact check beginning with election integrity.
President Trump made several claims without evidence to support them about election integrity in Tuesday's debate, including this one.
Take a look at West Virginia, mailmen selling the ballots. They're being sold. They're being dumped in rivers.
That statement is false. Earlier this year, a West Virginia mailman pleaded guilty to attempted election fraud after changing the party affiliation on 5 ballot request forms from Democrat to Republican. But there is no evidence that this is widespread. And when asked about the devastating wildfires in California,
every year I get the call, California's burning, California's burning. If that was cleaned, if you had forest management, good forest management, you wouldn't be getting those calls.
The truth is, scientists have said higher temperatures, stronger winds, and drier conditions caused by climate change are the real reasons why they have been worse this year. We should also point out that the federal government owns and controls nearly 60% of forests in California, which would make forest management a federal issue in many cases. Meanwhile, former Vice President Biden made this claim about manufacturing.
Because what he did, even before COVID, manufacturing went in the hole. Manufacturing went in the hole.
We found that to be false. The Trump administration actually added around 443,000 manufacturing jobs from January 2017 to this February before the pandemic hit. And on a plan for how to handle the pandemic,
between 750 and 1,000 people a day are dying. When he was presented with that number, he said it is what it is. The president has no plan. He hasn't laid out anything.
That is also not entirely true. While President Trump has been criticized for his coronavirus response, his administration has announced plans on how to distribute 150 million rapid COVID-19 tests and a vaccine once it is available.
Well, as President Trump campaigns in Duluth, Democratic candidate Joe Biden is unveiling his plans for the Iron Range. In a press release, Biden's campaign said if elected, he will push a Buy American agenda. The former vice president said his plan will support Iron Range workers and families by prioritizing the purchase of American-made steel for everything, from the auto fleet to defense equipment. The Biden campaign is also touting a recent endorsement from 45 leaders across northern Minnesota. We have a full list of those leaders and those endorsements on our website at CBS3Duluth.com. Meanwhile, earlier today, a top White House manufacturing leader spoke about the Trump administration's impact on the Iron Range. Director of Trade and Manufacturing Policy, Peter Navarro, says the Trump's tariffs on steel led to increased investment in capacity in the Iron Range.
The steel that's made from the pellets that come down from the Iron Range go to all of the defense systems that we create in this country. They help build our buildings, bridges, and it's just an essential natural resource for us to have.
Navarro says Minnesota says the Iron Range is crucial to the country's economy. Dave joins us for a quick look at weather. How's it going?
The weather's going back and forth on us, Leanne. We're getting some clouds one moment, some sun the others, and when the clouds are around, of course, we're getting showers and thunderstorms. So we take a look at the situation for the upper Midwest, and there's an occluded low plodding through our region, creating a 50 to 60% chance for showers and storms tonight. They're probably not going to become severe, but we had hail last night in some towns, and there probably will be a little bit more here tonight, and hopefully a little more rain to help ease the drought-like conditions that we have out there. But frankly, not that much more rain is going to come down through tomorrow morning in Minnesota. Maybe a trace to about 0.15 of an inch in Wisconsin and Michigan. Maybe Ironwood could get towards a ½ inch, but everybody else gets much less than that. The rain probably will last a little bit longer tomorrow for Wisconsin and the UP, but in Minnesota, after morning sprinkles, it'll start to slowly clear up and cool down. We'll start in the 30s, we'll finish in the mid-40s. That's cooler than normal, and it'll stay that way for several days, but not every day. There is a warm-up in sight, and we'll talk about when it comes with the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
So to come on Live at 5, we're continuing our live local coverage of President Trump's visit to Duluth with a look from inside the rally. Stay with CBS3 throughout the night for the latest. Plus, tonight at 6, in a normal year, the Lake County Chamber of Commerce will use events like galas and raffles to raise money. But this year, they've had to get creative thanks to the pandemic.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. CBS3 News is brought to you by Steel Power Tools.
Let the celebration begin with Stokey's Liquor. We have everything you need to set the party off right. For your next dinner party, backyard barbecue, get together with friends, or private gathering, stop by one of our convenient Stokey's Liquor locations. We have a full selection of beer, wine, and spirits, all at unbeatable prices. No need to go anywhere else. Stokey's Liquor has everything you need. Make sure to visit us online at stokeysmeatmarket.com for weekly specials. Stokey's Liquor, with locations in Hermantown and Lakeside.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet, your simple and affordable choice for bathtubs, showers, surrounds, and safety tubs. Right now, we are offering 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2022, or get your dream bathroom for as little as $69 a month. This offer ends September 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet. Out of this world service and down to earth price.
I'm Tina Smith. I approve this message. It's frustrating in Washington sometimes. It is hard to get things done, but you have to keep on trying. If you look for that common ground, you can figure it out. Here's an example. There is a real shortage of access to maternal care in small towns and rural areas. So I teamed up with Lisa Murkowski from Alaska, who sees exactly the same thing in her state. And it doesn't matter that I'm a Democrat and she's a Republican. We both see the same problem. If you try, you can find common ground. And I think that's what I'm in Washington to do.
Donald Trump is lying again. Joe Biden will not raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. Biden will close tax loopholes for big corporations. Trump's tax cut giveaway exploded our debt, so he's threatening Social Security and Medicare. Biden will make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share, so we can protect Social Security and Medicare and invest in schools and health care.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
They're live, they're local. Watch the CBS3 News with Kristen Vaki and Anthony Matt tonight at 6, right after the CBS Evening News at 5:30.
Well, Minnesota continues to be in the spotlight as a coveted battleground state this election. And tonight, President Trump is making a pitch to those in the northern part of the state as he rallies in Duluth. And coming up, we'll soon have a little bit more coverage of Kristen Vaki inside the Duluth airport, or outside, more information about what Trump is going to be talking about today.
We provide free medicine to patients that are in need.
Pharmaceutical executives defended their pricing policies before the House Oversight Committee, at times admitting to the enormous strain on Americans.
1 in 4 Americans taking prescription drugs report difficulty in affording them.
I am aware of that number, yes.
The committee released the results of a 1.5-year investigation, finding that Celgene and Teva Pharmaceuticals raised prices to boost profits and bonuses. Democrat Carolyn Maloney challenged the former Celgene CEO on the soaring cost of the cancer drug Revlimid.
It does highlight that the United States is the home of medical innovation and that it is a free market.
But since launching Revlimid in 2005, you raised the price 22 times.
The CDC says Americans spend more on prescription drugs than any other country in the world, amounting to more than $300 billion annually. After years of price increases, many are hoping Congress will take action.
In Virginia, Michael Olex has seen the price of his multiple sclerosis drug nearly triple. While his out-of-pocket payments have stayed the same, he says the rising costs are an issue.
I want to be able to stay on the drugs, to live the best life possible.
Some lawmakers questioned the purpose of the hearings.
Instead of considering potential reforms in a productive and bipartisan manner, these hearings seem designed simply to vilify and publicly shame pharmaceutical company executives.
Republicans backed up President Trump, claiming drug prices are dropping. But for many Americans, paying for medicine has become a daily struggle.
A recent study says Americans spend about $1,200 a year on prescriptions.
Well, here's a live look at what's going on towards Hibbing and Chisholm, and the clouds above are on the thicker side, and as we've mentioned, it'll be a battle back and forth between thin clouds and thick clouds, and the thicker ones could deliver a couple of thunderstorms. Once that passes, it'll cool down, followed by a warm-up eventually. All those things to talk about with the 7-day forecast coming up right after our break.
Season 2 is here, y'all. And yes, I am in an eye patch.
How much more, Kelly, can it
The
get?
Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
The National Home Furnishings event has come to Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Up to 15% off sale prices with instant factory rebates. Plus no interest until 2022 and free shipping. Hurry. The National Home Furnishings event ends Saturday at Home Furniture.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Payments of medical bills and wages. Money for pain and suffering. Call anytime 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Here at locally owned Adolphson Real Estate, we are ready to help you find the perfect office space to fit your business's needs with no extra fees. Take a look at this spectacular highway frontage business with great traffic exposure on Miller Trunk Highway. Please call our Duluth office for more details. Call us today to schedule a tour at Adolphson Real Estate.
Dante was killed in Pearl Harbor. We had a very hard time getting Dante flown home to Duluth, running into roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. Pete Stauber was very much there for us every bit of the way. And he would look at us and he'd say, we're going to make that happen for you.
Thursday night, the family of Dante Teeny got him back.
Pete came through for our family with flying colors. He sees the needs of the people and he fights for them.
I'm Pete Stauber and I approve this message.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
Now at Home Seasonal Concepts, all porch and patio wicker is on sale with savings up to 50% on all your favorite outdoor wicker furniture. Plus, get free no-contact shipping and no interest financing until 2022. All porch and patio wicker on sale now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Up to 60% off on summer clothing and footwear from the North Face in Columbia at Northwest Outlet.
Tonight we're hearing from Trump supporters as they're getting ready to head into the rally.
Our latest low-pressure system will be bringing a chance for isolated thunderstorms overnight. I'll talk about if they'll spill into Thursday as well.
Tonight at 6. CBS3 weather is brought to you by Stokey's Meat Market. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
That back and forth battle of the clouds versus sun's been happening over Duluth all day long. And here's a picture coming in from LSC Dean Hanna Erperstedt. Hawk Ridge soars in beauty when the clouds have broken a little bit, but along with the bluer sky spots, you can see the clouds have been on the thicker side. And yeah, that's because of a low pressure system that's working through our region. It's already brought some showers and storms to many towns, and there's a 50 to 60% chance it'll continue to do so overnight, ending first in Minnesota tomorrow morning, but showers in the wake of the low could last in Wisconsin and Michigan through the early afternoon. First, though, we'll focus on the current conditions at the airport in Duluth. It's 48 degrees, 74% is the relative humidity, and that temperature, of course, is indicative of cooler air wrapping in behind the low. It's going to chill down for a couple of days. Westerly, northwesterly winds buffeting us at 13 miles per hour presently, and the air pressure, it's at 29.77 inches of mercury. 1,008 millibars is the equivalent in the metric system, and both counts, it's on the lower side, hence the clouds. And the rain chance, that's paying off for a lot of places. Current temps are in the lower 50s for our friends in the Upper Peninsula, and it's cooler in Wisconsin. Look at that, 45 in Solon Springs to 54 in Ashland. Hayward and Superior are in between, mid-40s towards Moose Lake and Barnum. Upper 40s for Two Harbors. We do have the low 50s still clinging to Silver Bay. Upper 40s on the Vermilion Range, 48 for the Mesabi. Many towns there from Virginia on through Buell and Hibbing Chisholm, and then ending around Grand Rapids. Upper 40s as well, International Falls. You know, some towns north tonight could dip into the 30s, very close to the freezing mark, and so the rain showers could change over to snow flurries, but the ground's still warm. Nothing is going to add up. Well, here's what's coming down right now with our Doppler map zoomed into our region here. And you can see the circulation of the low passing by, kicking up showers and thunderstorms. And where you see those little cloud icons pop up, that's a little bit of hail coming down. That happened last night. Looks like it's going to happen again tonight. But I don't think we're going to get any severe weather out of the system. Just some isolated thunderstorms as the occluded low continues to work its way towards the east. Then for Thursday and Friday, higher pressure settles in to dry us up. And though Thursday may not be overly sunny, and again, keep in mind, the rain could linger a little bit longer tomorrow for Wisconsin and the UP. Yeah, it will tend to dry up and clear up as we get towards Friday. Friday could be a very nice day, but not very warm. Then come Saturday, fresh low pressure system brings back a chance for some rain showers, but it'll also help bring in a warm-up that'll commence on Sunday. With the 7-day forecast, we'll show you how far that'll go. Tonight, how far down will the temps go? Well, in Minnesota, we're looking for a range of 32 inland to maybe 44 by the lake. 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms for folks in the Gopher State. Towards the Badger State and the UP, 60% chance for thunders. I better get that S out of there for the 6 o'clock show. Low temps will be in the upper 30s, so probably no flurries there. Then for tomorrow, 30% shower chance lingers in Wisconsin and the UP. High temps only mid to upper 40s in Minnesota. Low to mid 40s for the most part. You might get to 47 down around Moose Lake with a mostly cloudy sky after a very brief morning shower chance. Now, the 7-day forecast, we're promising a warm-up after a cool down. So we'll hover around 45 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but Sunday, we push it to 50. Then, Lyanne, we go to 55 by Monday, and we'll hit 60 for Tuesday and Wednesday and get that with sunshine.
Yeah.
So the dark and the gloom and the rain and the cool won't be here forever. Brighter skies are coming our way in just a couple of days.
Well, you know, the gloomy might be nice with October month, you know, so.
Yeah, October is coming, all right, in just a matter of hours now.
Yeah, definitely. All right, thank you. As a coveted battleground state this election. And tonight, President Donald Trump is making a pitch to those in the northern part of the state as he rallies in Duluth. CBS3's Kristen Vaki is at the Duluth International Airport where the rally is set to get underway in a few hours. Kristen.
Lyanne, we were just allowed in a couple of minutes ago, but we got here around 3:30 this afternoon, and there were already quite a few people trickling in. Now, people were actually allowed to start coming in at 5 o'clock, and so they are continuing to be bussed in from the deck area. Now, we don't know an exact number of how many people will be here or what type of COVID precautions will be in place since it is an outdoor event. But if we look back to previous events from the Trump campaign, there have been thousands of people in attendance, and so we are anticipating a large group here now. I'm going to step aside so you can kind of see the setup that they have going on here. And with those big crowds does come some concerns with COVID, as I mentioned. As far as we know, masks are not required, and there isn't a limit to how many people can be at the rally. Now, this is the first time President Trump has visited Duluth since 2018, and we are expecting him to focus on a few main topics tonight. That's jobs, the economy, and his attempt to rally support from the Iron Range, an area that has been a key focus for both President Trump as well as his Democratic challenger, Joe Biden. Now, this is the first rally the president is holding since after that debate last night, so we are expecting that to be a focus of his speech tonight. And Lyanne, we will have much more coming up tonight at 6 as people continue to come in, and the rally is set to kick off at 8 o'clock.
All right, going to be a busy night. Thank you, Kristen. To come an opportunity to get vaccinated in the Bay Area, plus supporting local organizations in Superior. City by City is coming up next.
On the fence as to whether or not to get your flu shot this season? Ely Bloomington Community Hospital is making the decision a no-brainer with free drive-up flu shots on October 3rd and 24th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's quick, easy, and free. Do your part to keep you and your community safe from the flu with Ely Bloomington Community Hospital.
Prime Appliance had hundreds of appliances on back order due to factory shutdowns. Then in 1 week, 3 truckloads showed up unexpectedly. So we decided truckload sale with overstock prices like this. GE top-load laundry pairs starting at $12.99. Or Samsung's stackable front-load washers and dryers starting at just $13.99. Financing always available. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance is the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
It's time for the annual Subaru Love a Pet adoption event. Join us virtually this year. For the month of October, there will be discounted adoption fees for dogs and cats, along with featured pets of the day. Visit animalallies.net for featured pets and event details. Miller Hill Subaru and participating shelters are excited to find loving homes for pets and bring you this event virtually. Visit animalallies.net for adoptable pets and details.
So, you made it all the way up to the North Pole?
Yep, and the South. But I need good Medicare coverage so I can keep exploring.
Well, we have a range of Medicare Advantage plans, some including dental, vision, prescription, and travel benefits.
Can I find them online?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you can give us a call.
Sounds good.
Well, our stop is just up ahead.
So that was the shortest ride I think I've ever been on.
Yeah, quarantine legs. Gotta work those muscles back up.
I'm Quinn Nystrom, and I approve this message.
Pete Stauber and our healthcare. It's like the fox guarding the hen house. Stauber took tens of thousands of dollars from corporate special interests, like the healthcare industry, and voted against lowering drug prices 5 times. Stauber even voted to let insurance companies sell junk plans that deny coverage for people with pre-existing conditions. We can't trust Pete Stauber to guard our health care.
A woman who was young had COVID-19. I remember her because she had a bracelet that had the names of her children. She asked me, "Doctor, am I going to be okay?" And I could not give her the answer that I wanted to give her. There's no excuse for why we don't have this under control at this point. Joe Biden listens to medical experts. He actually has a plan that does the things that we should have been doing many months ago. And Joe Biden is not going to let his ego get in the way of fighting the disease.
FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
Clean water. Some of us take it for granted. Not me. I'm Beth Myers. I have the honor of representing you in the State Assembly. It wasn't that long ago that my family was struggling. We went 7 years without running water. The health of our families and our economy depends on clean water. That's why I'm fighting so hard against special interests who want to pollute our land and water. I'm Beth Myers, and I promise I will never take you or the Northland for granted.
Season 2 is
The
here.
Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
Welcome back to the CBS3 Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain on this Wednesday evening. Now let's take a quick look around the region. An opportunity to get the flu vaccine in the Bay Area, plus supporting local organizations in Superior. That and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting off in Superior, where an area bank is contributing local organizations impacted by COVID-19. Superior Savings Bank split a total of $21,000 4 ways in the form of relief grants. Catholic Community Services, Harbor House Crisis Shelters, Northwest Community Services Agency, and the Salvation Army each received more than $5,000 in relief funding. Now to Bayfield, where the County Health Department, along with Essentia, are offering community flu vaccination clinics during the month of October. The clinics will be drive-through. School children will be able to be vaccinated for free. For adults, there are 2 doses available, one for $30 and a higher dose for $60. And finally, we finish off in Chisholm, where U.S. Senator Tina Smith held a rally Monday, encouraging DFLers to get out and vote this November. Former 8th District Congressman Rick Nolan was also present at the rally, and Smith will face off against Republican Jason Lewis in the November election. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, CBS News exclusive. The Commission on Presidential Debates will announce new rules for the next debate, including possibly cutting off candidates' microphones if they break the rules. Plus, big news in the race for a coronavirus vaccine, how one drug maker's announcement could shake up the president's hope for a vaccine by Election Day. And paying tribute to a songwriting legend whose powerful anthem inspired a generation of women. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Have our certified nurse midwives provide personal one-on-one support and guidance for your next pregnancy. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more.
The National Home Furnishings event has come to Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Up to 15% off sale prices with instant factory rebates. Plus no interest until 2022 and free shipping. Hurry! The National Home Furnishings event ends Saturday at Home Furniture.
Right now, millions of people and billions of devices are connected to the internet. Homes, businesses, hospitals, schools. The security and reliability of these connections are more important than ever. That's why at Mediacom, we've built a network to protect them. A network that sees threats, fixes problems before they occur, and keeps you going with 99.99% network reliability.
A little compassion goes a long way at Arrowhead Supply.
Donate $50 or more to charity and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Get up to $400 off stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. Now's the perfect time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort and beauty of stressless seating. Shop Arrowhead Supply, 1819 West Superior Street in Duluth and 214 2nd Avenue North in Virginia.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
The National Rug Event at Homeworld Rugs. All rugs are up to 15% off sale prices with instant factory rebates. Like these featured size rug collections, now just $169 each. Every shape, size, pattern, and color rug on sale now. The National Rug Event at Homeworld Rugs.
Season 2 is here, y'all. And yes, I am in an eye patch. How much more, Kelly, can it
get? The Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
Minnesota continues to be in the spotlight as a coveted battleground state this election season. And tonight, President Trump is making a pitch to those in the northern part of the state as he rallies in Duluth. And tonight at 6, in a normal year, the Lake County Chamber of Commerce will use events like galas and raffles to raise money. But this year, they've had to get a little creative thanks to the pandemic. We'll have more details on what that entails tonight at 6. So that's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you right back here at 6.